Good afternoon and welcome to Uttaran. It is that time of the year when the young are about to emerge from the comfort and the coziness of school life, and they are about to embark on the journey of life, the most challenging choice of a career and preparing for it. We are going to talk about that, and we have the world-renowned MasterChef Kunal Kapur with us today.
Thank you.
As also Mr. Jayanta Ghosh, who is the Dean of the Guru Nanak Institute of Hotel Management. Incidentally, Kunal Kapur ji is also the brand ambassador for Guru Nanak Institute of Hotel Management. Now, it is usually said that whatever the state of the economy, one particular sector is practically recession-free, and that is the hospitality sector, the service sector in general. We normally think that the hospitality sector is an area where there are no dearth of jobs. Now, although there are job possibilities, not every institute can prepare their students to sort of succeed in this area. But we have seen that Guru Nanak Institute of Hotel Management has always succeeded in placing their students all over the world, not only in our country. Now, how is that possible? I mean, what is your training method, or what are your, sort of placement techniques so that you have 100% placements every year?
This is possible because of the excellent tie-up with the all hospitality industry across the world. We have tie-ups with different five-star hotels all over the world, different airlines, cruise line, retail sectors, event management sectors. So all these sectors emerging together to grab the students of Guru Nanak Institute of Hotel Management.
Right. So the main thing is industry.
Exactly.
Constantly keeping in touch with industry, and industry is where someone like Kunal Kapur comes in. I would just like to ask you something, that obviously you bring your experience, your immense exposure, your accessibility to various segments of the industry. So how is it that you benefit the students?
I'd just like to state that there was a time when hotel management wasn't considered to be the top option for a lot of people, and parents wouldn't really tell their kids that hotel management is the place to join or become a chef. It was always a very doctor, engineer, kind of a thing.
I know,
which
very,
kind of
very
sticks
conventional.
Yeah. So you mentioned about, talked about the options that are now available. It's huge, because at the rate with which the domestic tourism in India is on the rise, there is a huge amount of hotels, restaurants, food that is onto a high. So there is a lot of option currently, or in few years to come also it will still be on a high, where there is a huge demand for hospitality graduates, whether you join kitchens or whether you join front office, whether you join services or whether you join housekeeping. There is a lot of job creation that I see.
This is very interesting. Sorry to interrupt you, because normally earlier, when people were not really exposed to this industry, they thought that studying hospitality management or hotel management, as it used to be called, mainly meant that you cook, you become a chef if you're lucky.
No.
But now that you say that there are so many options, there are so many areas in which you can work. Right.
Absolutely. So food is one, and just within food, you could, if you want to become a chef, you can become a chef. You want to be self-reliant and open up your own place.
You can be an entrepreneur.
Yeah. So you can self-employ yourself, and this is one trade where if you start something on your own, even if it's small, your family can pitch in, can help. So it becomes like a family business or a family affair where everybody can contribute. So you really don't have to rely on to get a job. You need to secure some good training for sure. You need to be in the right college like Guru Nanak Institute.
Right.
And because they have a hospitality background, it kind of makes it easy for them to be self-reliant and self-sufficient and just don't depend upon the conventional job. I come into the picture with the institute. What I try and do is bring about this bit of a confidence with the students there that curriculum you're learning is great, but beyond that, there is so much more that the industry is changing and it's ever evolving that you can't expect the institute just overnight changes its course.
Right.
So that's where I connect with them, where I tell them about the latest trends, talk about new things that are happening in food industry, what are the latest ingredients that are being used, not just in
So
India
that
but
they're
internationally.
completely updated when they are going for campus interviews or
Yeah.
interviews in
Yes.
general.
Yes, so it's when I say I endorse the college, it's not about just giving your name, but it's also about talking to students, meeting them at the institute. at the
Confidence building.
Yes, yes, of course. And especially, because you are
Yes,
also
yes.
hotel management pass out,
Yes.
and I'm the same. One of the major problems that students usually face is the college life is all fun, right? The first 2 years is good, but when you sit for a campus, that's the time you're really nervous.
Right.
So just before campus, I try and meet the third years or the final years and talk them through the process of cracking an interview, what the hospitality or the person sitting on the other side of the desk is really expecting.
Absolutely.
Because hota kya hai that you start mugging up your course. But
Right.
hotel management is also about building a personality. There is a way to crack your interview.
So it's about coming out.
Yes, yes.
It's about communicating.
It's about communicating.
And tell me something, as Kunal Kapur ji just mentioned that it is a 3-year course.
Yes.
But what happens during the admission? What are your requirements?
Yes, in this respect, I would like to say that every student, irrespective of the stream like science, arts, commerce, can appear for our entrance test. The name of our entrance test is JET, J-E-T, which will be organized next in the month of May on 18th. So every student, irrespective of the stream, can appear for the test, and after qualifying the test, student can take admission in our college in various bachelor degree and master degree courses. Like we have BSc in Hospitality Hotel Administration, BA in International Hospitality Hotel Administration, BA in International Culinary Arts, Bachelor in Hotel Management and Catering Technology. Then we have Bachelor in Hospitality Management, MBA in Hospitality and Hotel Administration. So these are the courses which are offering after cracking the examination, which is called JET, J-E-T.
And in fact, I remember when I was in college, there were kids from science stream, from commerce stream, and from arts from their school, and then they're joining hotel management. Like I was a commerce guy, and I did my graduation on the side in commerce, but we were all part of the hotel management. So it's a very cohesive group. You don't need to have a particular stream in the 12th. And look at the 12th now. It's so competitive to get admission in top colleges. Even if you secure 95%, chances are you won't get through top colleges. So where do you go? What do you do? And that's where I think this is one of those options also as a hotel management career. What you really need is presence of mind, confidence, and a little inclination towards the industry. Because like with Guru Nanak, what they do is they send you on a 1-year internship while you're still studying in hotels, 5-star hotels.
Right.
So that gives you a bit of a taste of what is to come. Otherwise, college is very cushioned, it's fun, it's a lot of work and study, but it's a lot of fun, and all of a sudden the campus hits you and then you're in a job and all of a sudden it's a new job. But with this practice of sending students for at least a year, some students go out of India, some within India, where they join hotel, work for a year while they're still studying, and they get a taste and an idea of what this industry is about. So that's one good point. And in my time, we used to do it for 6 months, I think. So
Now it's become a year. I mean, with Guru Nanak.
With Guru Nanak. There's a lot of institutes which do 6 months, some 7 months, some do 2 months, 2 months scattered. But I like the fact that, it's like when you do an MBA, it's better to have a job experience and then you do your MBA.
Right.
Similarly, over here, I think it's a good curriculum that they have added, that 1 year you working in the industry. The best part is once you do that, you get the clarity which stream you want, because there's so many kids who are confused. Should I join kitchen? Should I join front office? Should I join service? Should I join housekeeping? What should I do? Which one? I like both. I don't know. It's good. So once you've worked in the industry, then you understand their life in that industry. The time when the world is enjoying, you're working. So you kind of prepare yourself, Acha, this is my life to come. There are
Right.
no surprises.
You know, children who are about to join the hospitality sector, they are perhaps more evolved than their parents. The parents are always one step behind. So what would you like to tell the parents about the job opportunities and the quality of life that they are going to have in these careers?
When the students and their parents come in our college for the counseling and for the admission procedure, we do tell them that first of all, you have to change your attitude towards the industry. This industry is very good, and there are a lot of job opportunities in this industry. You have to be a well person or well-behaved student.
Particularly, I would like to ask you something. You know, parents with daughters are a little careful about what are the opportunities.
They do actually. They
So-
do actually. Yes, I actually tell them that come and join the hospitality industry because there is no insecurity. Security is there, and lot of career prospects are also there. When I visited a lot of other countries like Singapore, Dubai, I saw that a lot of female students are working in the restaurants and in the hotels also. 60-70% female workers are working. So why not from India? So I actually tell them that join the industry and feel the difference. There are myriad opportunities in this industry for the female
Actually, there's a
students
huge
also.
change now. But one of the changes I still regret
Exactly.
is that in kitchens there's still more of men joining and not women. So, but like you said, parents are right
Yes.
in their mind, because if I'm a parent and my kid is going to decide what career, I will be worried what is he doing, what is he not doing, because not everybody knows.
Exactly.
So I like these counseling sessions at the college, which are more to do with the parents, because they understand better and they then talk to their kids about it. The course that this is what it is, and look, there is a rosy side to everything and there is not so good side to every stream that you pick up. Look at engineering, look at medical, look at commerce. It's great if you go through all of that, but there is a downside that there is a lot of stress. You have to study a lot, then you have to struggle a lot. So we kind of keep it open that you have to accept that joining a hospitality industry means it will not be very easy. It's a lot of demanding job. When I say demanding, it's demanding on your time. It's demanding physically, because there's a lot of times you have to just stand and smile and talk to people. So it's not an easy walk in the park. It's as difficult as any other stream, but it's very rewarding. And we also kind of try and inculcate in students, especially, and the parents, that you need to start having acceptance towards this trade, because this is a trade that will grow with you. The older you
Absolutely.
become in this trade, the more valuable you become. So there are certain trades, the older you become, you're not required.
So there is lifelong job guarantee, or even if you like, you can work on your own, you can become an
Exactly.
entrepreneur, but the entire, for lifelong you have work guarantee. So that is one thing, because in many other jobs you retire after
Yes,
a certain
yes,
point of time. Tell me something that in engineering, you have to study for 5 years, then wait for a job. Engineers, as you know, nowadays don't get a job, they don't have an assured job once they pass out. The doctors, my God, they go on studying and developing themselves. But this is perhaps one profession in which you study for 3 years, you do your graduation, and you have an assured job at the end.
Yes, we do provide placement guarantee after the completion of the course. There are a lot of opportunities in the hospitality industry, not only from 5-star hotels. Apart from 5-star hotels, we have travel and tourism industry, then we have event management industry, retail sectors are emerging in a huge way. Then
Even hospitals.
railway caterings. So all these sectors are there where a lot of students are being taken through campus drive. So nowadays every students are getting job after the completion of the course.
Right. Now, as Mr. Kapur had said, that the students need to be prepared for the industry.
Exactly.
For that, you have one very good area, which is an on-job sort of a training, an
Exactly.
internship. Now, is it, once they do the internship, would you say that that particular experience they would be doing internship in various areas. So do you sort of decide on which student, what quality of students are to be placed in what sector during the internship? Because that would ultimately help them to face interviews and become industry ready.
Yes, we do. We do. Actually, we do counseling to the students, and they prefer certain sectors like food production, like Chef said, food production, then front office, housekeeping. There are myriads of sectors.
Because you have been watching this student for 2 years,
Throughout
3
the
years,
year,
whatever,
throughout
so
the
you
year.
know
Yes,
his
yes.
or her inclinations.
Yes, we do give advice to the students that you do your training in this particular department, or you should prefer in this particular department, and definitely these advices help the students immensely.
Right.
Yes. And apart from that, we do organize various international chef competitions, international ice carving competition. Then we have fruit carving competition. And a chef was there to judge the event of international food competition, international chef competition rather. And then we have mocktail competition, cake icing competition.
Right.
So these competitions help the students to build their career. So
It's a fun way of, sort of
this
getting
competition, through this competition, student can learn the cultures of other countries and what they are actually preparing, how they are actually preparing.
So, talking about part of the curriculum in the college, one of the things is also about, like I mentioned, on the job where you kind of go and train in a hotel. The other part is where you invite similar students from across the world. So I think last year we had a very good count. How many countries?
40 countries approximately.
Kind of came in,
Right.
sent the teams rather of kids who were studying hotel management in various parts of the world, and there was a competition organized. There were 4 different levels of competition that you could apply for, and they were competing with each other to get. But in the hindsight, they made friends. They had their invitations. You're
and
from
it's
this.
exposure,
It's
which
exposure.
always helps.
Yes.
So
Right.
there's a lot of learning in by way of also kind of meeting industry from outside of India. At the same time, what has really happened is post that there's a lot of invitation from those colleges to Guru Nanak to kind of send their kids or their
So the
teams
world
for the
is
competition.
opening up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's also gives them an opportunity to go beyond their textbooks and then
Right.
kind of search up the internet and come up with more and more new things. So we want to kickstart that interest. I had somebody come from, let's say, US. He did this. Oh, I wasn't exposed to this. Oh, let me just open my phone, just Google this, find out. So it also kind of kickstarts a lot of thought and learning in a very certain, in a very
focused
proper,
way.
focused way. Yeah.
Right. So as it emerged from our discussion that hospitality management is not only the career of today, but also the career of future. Okay. So students should absolutely and seriously, not only students but their parents, should give it a shot. And Guru Nanak, why Guru Nanak? Just one line. Why should they come to Guru Nanak?
Yes, there are a couple of things which students need to consider before taking admission in Guru Nanak Institute of Hotel Management, such as infrastructure, affiliation, training and placement, and extracurricular activities which prepare the students. Our affiliation is world class. We have NCHMCT approved or approval, AICT, All India Council for Technical Education. We have MACAUT and JIS University. Apart from that, we have tie-up with several countries or several colleges across the world. Like we have tie-up with Singapore in London School of Business and Finance, with American Hospitality Academy, and there are other colleges with which we have tie-up for the future benefits of the students. And we have a world-class infrastructure with a lot of model practical labs, and then we have eco-friendly campus or pollution-free campus, and then we have top-class internship. We do provide top-class internship and placement for the students. We do send students in the USA, in Dubai, Malaysia, Bangkok, France, Germany, Malta. A lot of countries are there with which we have tie-up, and we do send the students for the internship, which gives them a good exposure. And apart from that, we do provide 100% placement to all the students internationally and nationally. Obviously, the quality of the placement depends on students' performance, but every student are getting placement. At least
and finally, we have MasterChef Kunal Kapur to oversee that the students are finally industry ready. Thank you so much, both of you, and We do hope that after this discussion, the young generation would truly find a focused direction in life. Have a very good day.